Worried by the turn of events, or to know you want to take that?
Do go ahead, Dr. Vati.
Worried by the turn of events over the National Convention of the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC, governors elected on the platform of the party are billed to meet tonight in Abuja to take a final stand on the matter, as well as decide whether to go ahead or shift the date of the convention. Some of the governors, who seem unhappy with both the president and party leadership, hinted that the meeting tonight will be the final one on the convention, and that the outcome may be unpleasant, as a majority of them were ready to go all out. Already, many stakeholders of the APC had claimed that, except the president says otherwise, the proposed national convention of the party was unlikely. Meanwhile, the Forum of Aspirants for the convention has written the Governor Mai Mala Buni-led Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, CECPC, saying the February 26th date is no longer feasible and should be postponed. Joining us now from Abuja is Senator Mohammed Musa, representing the Niger East Senatorial District of Niger State and a national chairmanship aspirant of the APC. Senator, thank you for joining us. You're welcome to the morning show.
Thank you, Dr. Ruben Abati.
All right, okay. You want me to start? Okay. So I'll start off with a press conference that I'm sure you were aware of, since you were at the center of allegations being shared at that press conference. The allegations are that three sitting governors of Jigawa, Kebbi, and Ekiti have a plan to install you as the national chairman of the APC, with a view to the governor of Kebbi State, Governor Bagudu, to emerge as APC's presidential candidate, and the governor of Ekiti State to emerge as a vice presidential candidate from the APC. I want to start off with you commenting on that allegation.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity on this platform to actually either agree to what was said or deny what has been said. But as far as I'm concerned, I see that as rumors. I had no inclined about anything of that nature. What I'm focused on is how I can be the national chairman of APC in order to make and amend the necessary things that will prosper this country. It's not all about who is going to be the president of this country or who is going to be the vice president of this country. My intellect is beyond that. I have gone further. What I believe is that we have a country, we have a political structure, and we have democracy that have been had a foundation. All we need to do is to see how we can make that structure, make that foundation have strong pillars. And what are the pillars? The political parties. So if people are talking about me having any agreement with any governor, no, there is no agreement with any governor as far as I'm concerned. I have met so many of these governors, and I have gone with the same message. Why do I want to be the national chairman of APC? I've told them my objectives. I've told them the reasons why I felt it's necessary for us to have someone like me that will come with a new for the party. So I decline to accept that rumor that is going on that I have a deal. How can I have a deal for a country of over 200 million Nigerians? That means we still want to be back to the dark days. This country belongs to all of us. We are operating democracy, and democracy is defined as government of the people, by the people, for the people. So who is Mohammed Musa to think of going to have an agreement with someone to be in the office? Why would I want to do that? I want to be national chairman of the APC without any condition. I want to be national chairman of the APC to come with my own doctrines, to come with my own ideals in line with the doctrines of the party. We must be able to, to differentiate personalization and institution. I want to see how we can institutionalize our political structures, not just the APC, but all other political parties in this country. And that is the only way forward for us. So, my dear sister, I refuse to accept that. I denied it. I don't know anything about that. is just a figment of the imaginations of those detractors that want to see that there is this harmony, either between the governors or between the governors having confidence in someone like me that is able and ready to make the necessary change for the betterment of this country.
Okay, Senator Musa, what gives you the confidence that you are the best man for the job? I mean, you are a first-time senator. Some of the other people that will be likely contesting with you, they've been governors twice. Some of them have even been senators in addition to all of that. But you just got into this game, more or less, and you want to go for the big prize in the party. What is it that is motivating you, and why do you think you stand a chance? And where do you stand with regard to whether the convention should go ahead on February 26th or not? Since the party seems divided on that issue.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. I'm always kind of surprised whenever people come up with issues of national importance and personalizing. As far as Nigeria is concerned today, I feel I have the prerequisite experience, the qualification necessary to navigate whatever challenges I think we have to face in this country. I'm able to do it. I'm energetic. And when people say, oh, we have governors that were, people that were governors, we have people that were senators, we have people with political experiences. I also have political experience. After graduation from the university, while I was in the university, I actively participated in politics. After graduating, after my youth service in 1991, I ventured when Choice 92 was doing its convention in Port Harcourt. We are the youths that were mobilizing people for the party, for late Alhaji Umaru Shinkafi. I have ventured, I have been in the People's Front, I have been in the UNCP, I have been in UNPP. That is during the Abuja administration. I then, by the time there was zero-party system, I actively participated to the extent that my father was made a local government chairman, and I actively participated in that. And then when the coming of the Fourth Republic came in 1999, I was so actively involved. So I'm surprised when people are talking about politics. Politics is not a profession for someone to say, oh, I have learned it, I've been in it, I studied it. No. It's a game that you make yourself, you equip yourself when you come in. And that I have done it. And then when you're talking about requisite experiences, if I've been in business for over 33 good years and I've been a successful businessman, what else? What are you talking about? Experiences. If I've been able to develop and propose something for the greater good of this country, if I'm able to do something for the political development of this country, which everyone, it is attested, even by those that have been in democracy for over 200 years, United States of America. I was involved in the proposal for the production and this innovation of changing the way our political system, our electoral system is in this country. I'm talking about the PBCs and the smart card readers. And I have contested for election in 2007. I contested for the governorship of Niger State. I lost. I did not lose hope. And in 2011, again, I contested for the Senate. I lost. And everyone can attest to how my political cloud is in Niger State. And today in Nigeria, I know that I have participated so much with even the 2 years they're talking about. Everyone is a living witness of what happened in 2015. There was grandstanding of either they should use technology in that election or not. And I stood on the side of the people. And nothing. I wasn't intimidated. I wasn't induced. I refused to be induced. I took all the threats and the pains that goes with it. I've been detained in this country for the cause of democracy. So when people are talking about experiences, I don't know what experiences, but what I know I'm coming into APC is to bring a new. I want to bring in and usher in a kind of leadership that has not been done before. I want to come in with a kind of affiliative leadership, a participatory leadership, where every Nigerian will see that he's part of this country and he has every right to participate in the political development of this country. I want to be very adaptive. so that I can be a pace setter. I'm a visionary person. I know what it takes to be what. If I've been successful in my business, I've been successful in the 2 years I've been in the Senate, if they don't tell you that I'm a first-timer in the Senate, you will not believe it. What does it take? It takes one with the requisite intellect to face all the challenges. And when you ask about convention is a necessity for this party. And I believe that the CECPN has been doing very well, but I think they need to do well more. Nigerians, members of this political party, are tired of the constant extensions and postponements. We are all living witnesses that Mr. President is not also happy with this. Nigeria has never had a good experience in terms of infrastructural development until when the APC government came into power. So we shouldn't allow little internal scrambles in the party to jeopardize and make all the successes we have achieved to go down the drain. Members of this party are agitating that there should be convention, and as such, we should do this convention as soon as possible. Reasons given for the shipment of likely shipment of 26th February, to me is acceptable because you cannot disenfranchise others. The others are also going to face a national election to elect their representatives that will be going to Abuja. So what does it make to gather people in Abuja and then they are there also battling to see how they can also get people elected in their own domains? So I think if that reason is given, it's okay. But if we fix a date, we should maintain that date. And that is my candid opinion about it. And it's my personal opinion on it.
Well, since INEC actually announced the dates for those by-elections on February 26th, on the 14th of January, should the APC have announced the date of the convention on 18th of January on the same date? It just speaks to perhaps not properly doing one's homework. But anyway, that's not the question. That's just a side comment there. My question for you now is that your party is exhibiting such a dizzying lack of cohesion at a time when Nigeria is actually crying out for unity. So this is actually a very difficult job that you are attempting to take on for yourself. Exactly what will you do to foster unity? Because I'm sure you know better than most that right from the advent of APC, the predictions of doom have been on the table that the party will not survive without President Muhammad Buhari. And he himself has acknowledged this by giving a warning for APC to really get its ducks in a row so that PDP does not capitalize on the infighting that's happening right now. How specifically will you be that unifier, will you be that glue within the party if you're given the chance?
First and foremost, I want to thank you for this question, and I want to tell you that for us in APC and for those people that believe in the legacies that APC is trying to lay for this country, which our amiable President, Muhammad Buhari, has championed and have come to this age today. I believe that cohesion is one thing that we must be able to bring back to this party. I am at my best when challenges come up. I'm always at my best when I'm facing challenges because I felt my best can only come out during periods like that. And to that, I believe that I'm coming with 3 cardinal objectives. My 3 R's, which are reconciliation, reorganization, and restructuring of this party, will make it possible for APC to be the party to beat in this country. I give you a simple example. When you're talking about reconciliation, we need to reconcile. We need to have a party with cohesion because there is no way we can achieve anything when we live in this unity. And what makes that? I believe that if we all believe with the ideologies that this is a party that we all agree to subscribe to, then we must also agree to work and make and accept all the constitutionalities and the legislations that govern the party. The first and foremost problem with this party is that we have a constitution we don't adhere to, we have guidelines that we don't work with, then what do you expect? There will be problems. And if if for any reason I today become the chairman of the APC, the first thing I will do is to bring back the constitutionality in this party. And that will be the basis for any reconciliation that is going to take place in the party. Because there are two divergent views. And when we put everything on the table and we look at it, is it in line with the tenets, the ethical tenets, the legislation that governs this party? Yes. Okay, what are your grievances? We put those grievances on the table and we will all know which one is more superior. At the end of the day, we will come midway and accept each other and have a handshake, and we go back to make this party more stronger than it is. You can say it's better said than done. Yeah, but I can tell you, if you're a committed party member, and we put the legislation, and we put the guidelines, we put the constitution of the party before you, and we said we must work within the tenets of this, then what else do you expect? There will be cohesion, there will be unity, and the party will move on. So I believe that it's not going to be an easy task, but it's a task that is surmountable. We can do it.
Well, Senator, two issues came up while, members of the APC were trying to figure out whether the February 26th convention should hold or not. One is the politics of zoning. What are your thoughts on that? And then the second thing, of course, is about consensus, whether the chairman of the party should emerge via consensus. Is there that possibility?
There's every possibility on the table when you are talking about politics, even at the last minute. If you look at the constitution of the party, it has given that you can either elect direct, indirect, or through consensus. So whatever the legislation gives and whatever our leaders decide to take upon, it's as a law-abiding party member, I will accept whatever they come out with. And then secondly, about the issue of zoning, I believe that it is not a doctrine. It is not written legislation that if this zone did, this zone should take over. But it is something of agreement and understanding. It's a mutual agreement, which, of course, as gentlemen, as responsible citizens of this country, we want to see that every corner of this country is well represented. We are talking about federal character. What is federal character? That is why federal character came into the Nigerian Constitution, whereby we give a sense of belonging to everywhere, every cranny, every religion, every language in this country, every ethnicity in this country. So when you're talking about zoning, since it's not in the Constitution, but it is something that we can say is a convention, many political parties take to doing it. We can look at it as a treaty, that we have signed a treaty. When you served first time, this person will come and serve, or the other. But once everyone accepts to it, fine. If it is not something that is workable, we come back at a convention.
Welcome back to the morning show here on the Arise News channel. Our guest is still Senator Mohammed Sanni Musa. Senator Musa represents Niger East Senatorial District of Niger State in the National Assembly and is a national chairmanship aspirant of the APC. Senator, thank you for staying with us. Before we went on break, you were talking about zoning and the consensus option within your party. If you could just conclude your thoughts on that so that we'll move on quickly, as we have just about 5 minutes left.
The issue of zoning, I've said earlier that it's a matter of convention or agreement, mutual agreement. It's not captured in either the constitution of the party or the constitution of the country. So if our party agrees and it is just a convention and we agree with it, fine. We have any option. We will subscribe to whatever the party comes up with. The leadership of the party knows better. And whatever they agree in terms of zoning or in terms of consensus to elect or in terms of going for election, we have no problem with it at all.
Right. Beyond the internal politics in APC, we're heading into a general election next year. What are the chances of APC at the polls next year? Yes, you're going to have the power of incumbency, but does that really apply when President Muhammadu Buhari will not be on the ballot this time? So that guarantee is somewhat, diminished by that. And also the performance of APC, that in the minds of a lot of Nigerians has fallen short of expectations. How do you as a party plan to deliver another victory for your party with all these challenges?
First and foremost, I will tell you, if I met the national chairman of APC, my concentration, my strong area that I will look at is the youths of this country. The youths constitute almost 70% even of the electoral votes that we have. So I'm going to capitalize on the youths. And how do I capitalize on the youth? The use of technology. We have to give that space for Nigerians. And with what this present administration have done in terms of giving the necessary tools in areas of IT, I think we can go far. It is only that we have not really made Nigerians to know what we have done in that sector. Then the Nigerians will have been able to appreciate us, appreciate APC government. And APC government is the only government that have done so much in terms of infrastructure. President Muhammad Buhari, when he leaves government, he's leaving a legacy for this country. We have been talking about East-West Road for how many decades? Go and see what is happening in East-West Road. You have been talking about Enugu-Port Harcourt Express Road. What was happening before on that road? You only see some patches going on. Go and see that road now. When you are talking about Niger Bridge, it has always been on the drawing board. Every subsequent administration that comes will tell you that, oh, we are going to do it, and they never do it. We have seen where a president went to say, oh, I'm going to lay a foundation stone, and nothing has been done in that place until the coming of President Muhammad Buhari. So what are we talking about? Look at the airports. When they started, they abandoned everything. Who completed the airport? And how does our airports look? Have you had, for how long have you had any incident, serious incident in the aviation sector? So those are achievements. Now people will be talking about security. Even in the area of security, I think this government have done well. You cannot compare when you cannot go to Banex Plaza or you cannot go to the motor park. All you are scared is bomb coming up. Yes, we have skirmishes of bandits. We have skirmishes of remnants of Boko Haram still terrorizing. These are people that are not conventional. They are just ragtags, and they attack not as planned or when they plan it. So all these things are things that we can carry, and we make Nigerians to believe that, look, when we have we were operating with less than 50 or 60 or $70 per barrel for a short period of time, compared to those that have been with above $130 per barrel for a long period of years. And in the 16 years, they have not done what Mr. President have done in less than 7 years. So are those not remarkable? When you're talking about economy, and people are saying, oh, the economy, we don't want to see economy digits in papers, in numbers. We want to see it. Have you seen the revolutionary, how he has revolutionized agriculture? APC has done very well. Today, whatever is the case, we used to consume 100% imported rice. Is that the case today? No, it is not. So all these areas are areas that we should accept. There has never been a government that gives social welfareism a place in its administration than this government. The trader money that we give, the social needs, the school feeding, and the needs, national economic empowerment drives that we're doing, they are all things that we should aggregate and see and compare. Was there anything better than that before?
Okay,
so I believe that 2023 is a pack, and 2023 is for us, the young generation of this country, and we are going to take this mantle. APC is the party to beat. You can compare it. When when another party is coming with a mantra to rescue, how can you rescue what you have destroyed?
Senator, we seem to have run out of time, but if you can do it in 30 seconds, that would be really nice. We started this program talking about whether or not President Buhari will sign the Electoral Bill today to be able to meet the INEC expectation of February 22. What do you think? Briefly.
Mr. President is going to sign the Electoral Bill possibly today, and I believe that there are sections in that bill that conflict with the Nigerian Constitution, and it is us as legislators that have that right to amend that, and we will do that necessary amendment, because we will not allow a law that will conflict with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended.
So I take it that you speak for your colleagues, particularly in the All Progressives Congress, in the Senate.
I'm talking as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I'm talking believing that we need to do what is needful to be done.
Okay, thank you very much, Senator Mohammed Musa. And we wish you all the best with your aspiration.